Welcome to the Wiregrass of Alabama in Troy and home to the Troy Trojans. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Troy Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia Southern's offense will go to work first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to the big tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Working that left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
On the set.
The give to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Breaks into the open. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
The Trojans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Converts on fourth down, still going. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
After that, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
And on 4... Oh, the fake, and he wants to throw. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Anderson will throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Georgia Southern in a hurry.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Eagles in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on second and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Bring in the heat. the score. Touchdown, Eagles. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
14, Troy, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking down the middle. Hits the open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating it.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. How about these two running games so far and dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats? Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy. It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14, Troy, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Georgia Southern in a hurry.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. The Eagles can really attack on this second and short. They'll run play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got... trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll go to the ground. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
We'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clemens. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walters. Crosses the 30. He's got away. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Rush is on him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation in this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy. And, David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Anderson will throw. Under fire. The short hands. It's Isaac. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. The short hands, it's Isaac. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. From the gun, the running back has it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Trojans in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
That's a nice play on offense there. And how about the tight end getting out of his stance and working his way across the field, using his speed to clear the defense and make the catch.
Off play action. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running back searching for a hole. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action on first down. Going for it all. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on second down. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far in Troy today. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Veterans Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's difficult to contain athletic quarterbacks, but man, when everybody plays their assignment, it's a beautiful thing. I understand I got to take away this. I got to keep my eyes on the quarterback, make sure he doesn't pull that football. They weren't fooled, and the quarterback had nowhere to go with the football.
Wants to fire on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, can push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. The Trojans will call on their punt team. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Speeding down the left side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Eagles. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give out of the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, and watch out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Makes the catch. It's Clemens. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Clemens. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Scanning the field, it's Willis. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Powers through the defender. And he makes the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Boyd. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Trojans. A great catch and run for 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Takes a handoff. It's Rogers. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. The Eagles moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. And the Eagles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Anderson wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Willis. Got his man quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant to go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big...
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Boyd. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Quick strike complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's got him. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Looking to throw, it's Willis. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Troy! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for space, it's Rogers. Makes his man miss. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Rogers. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
There he goes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Georgia Southern in a hurry. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Here comes the biggest drive for this defense. They need to stop the way the rest of us need oxygen. If they don't get it, they're done. Under fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Troy. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Anderson will throw. Fakes to grab. On the move at the 30. Running through contact. Oh, he found a space on the right. He's at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Complete downfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Willis. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after he... return on the pick.
And they'll take over. First and 10.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
First down for the offense.
Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Third and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Under a minute to go. Just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite them. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a double.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can